for the alleged false arrest of its own customers. Stories we've been telling you about for months now. Our consumer investigative correspondent, that's Anna Warner, has spoken to multiple people who say their lives have been upended by Hertz's actions. And now Senator Richard Blumenthal, citing CBS News reporting, has written a letter to the company's CEO demanding it, quote, take immediate steps to remedy the problems for customers. Anna Warner joins us now. Anna, just a wild story.
So Blumenthal's involved in gang stalking.
And it continues. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. Senators are turning up the heat on Hertz, even as more people are coming forward to say they too had encounters with police after renting a car from Hertz.
Sir, are you in that Nissan with
Yes, sir.
The man being put in handcuffs is a former federal law enforcement officer.
You're just being detained, you understand? Okay. All right.
Former federal law enforcement agent. Keyword, pay attention. Former federal law enforcement agent. These people were using Hertz to rent these cars to gang stalk, and these motherfuckers are now getting fucking busted, I guess.
He was on a business trip in Oklahoma City on May 9th of last year, he says, when he stopped at a convenience store. He doesn't want his name used because he used to work undercover, but told us...
One of the officers approached me and asked me, is that your car out there, white vehicle out there yours? And I said, yes, sir, it's a rental car.
He'd rented the car from Hertz just a few hours earlier, but police told him the car was reported stolen.
Much to my surprise, I ended up in the back of the police car.
So he pulled up his Hertz rental agreement on his phone and handed it to the officer.
Still not good enough?
Well, I'm trying to see where the actual car is that shows this specific car.
I was getting frustrated because we've been at this for probably more than 30 minutes.
His frustration boiled over, he says, in a sarcastic comment to the officer.
Focus or
I made that up. I'm sorry. I made that email up tonight.
Which resulted in this exchange.
Because I can book you into the worst county jail in the entire United States right now, just based on me watching you leave that car and it being reported as stolen. Just like that, okay? And that's a felony charge you'll have to bond out on.
I apologize.
But then the officers contacted Hertz. Turns out, 9 months earlier, Hertz had reported the car stolen, but then got it back before renting it out to him.
Another officer comes back, leans over the window, and tells the officer he didn't steal this vehicle.
This guy did not steal this vehicle.
Correct.
Hertz told us it did notify police the car had been recovered, but the car was still listed as stolen in the National Police Database, leading to what this former officer says was a potentially dangerous situation.
You have police recovering cars for Hertz. I mean, this is crazy. The officers can get hurt. First responders can get hurt. And then you're talking about the safety of officers and the safety of the general public.
It's a concern one former Hertz manager agrees with. Daniel Stokes says he was arrested at his house in 2006 after renting a car from his own company.
They looked in the garage, they looked up and down the street, asking me, drilling me, where's the car, where's the car? Car's not here. I said, I returned that vehicle close to a year ago.
He says he was handcuffed in front of his daughters.
The daughters were upset, trying to figure out what's going on to their dad. It was pretty traumatic.
Especially traumatic for Stokes because he says he had spent nearly 13 years working for Hertz, including as a manager overseeing 24 branches in the Las Vegas area. He told us theft reports were filed too often. Why do you say that?
Because it's not actually a theft. They still know where the vehicle is. They still can find the vehicle. That's the frustrating part to me. These are more collection issues than theft issues.
They're not committing a crime. They're not stealing a car, essentially, is what you're saying.
They have no intent of stealing the car.
And nor did he says. He later paid Hertz $750 restitution for the late rental return, and the court dismissed charges filed against him. Now, members of Congress are calling out Hertz. In this letter to the White House Competition Council concerning the rental industry overall, Senator Elizabeth Warren cited the disturbing pattern of customers being repeatedly arrested and cited multiple CBS News reports.
Okay, stop right there. So, first of all, we got political people getting involved in this. Okay? For some reason, we got Elizabeth Warren and Blumenthal now getting involved in this. First of all, Elizabeth Warren, you look like one of these motherfuckers that be driving one of these motherfucking white cars. Okay, Elizabeth Warren, that's what the fuck you look like. You look exactly like one of these motherfucking Nazis. Okay? Now, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but let me tell you something. I think that Hertz was involved in renting these cars to this gang stalking program, or something isn't adding up here. Something's not adding up here. And one side here is guilty of something. I'm going to say that, first of all, to me, renting the car and then they're returning it late. There's something here just, and then he paid a $750 fee for, to pay for the, to make up for the late charges. So, honestly, from what I'm seeing here, it seems to me like these people were renting these cars, taking them out of state, doing whatever, or committing some kind of crime. It looks to me like something's being uncovered that they must not want uncovered, and they must be very angry that they're busted in something. Because for political people to get involved and try to back them up, that lets you know that this gang stalking is actually really performed by the deep state. Okay? Former federal agency officer, former whatever the fuck. Okay, this is the deep state doing this gang stalking bullshit. They're the ones who are doing it. They're the reason why we have these mass shootings happening, all this shit shooting. It's all deep state operation. And it looks to me like something here is just fishy. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, and I know I made that story about this when I had first seen this story. It's like, to me, it's weird, okay? You see the guy, they're mostly renting white cars, okay? They're renting white and silver cars. Those are the ones that they seem to have pulled over and said, hey, that the car was stolen. So, yeah, something here. Maybe they're getting these cars, and then what they do is when they rent the car, maybe they're changing the plates and doing something with the car. They're doing something that they're doing, and now it looks to me like they've now been busted. It looks to me like this is a big busted for a big bust for, let's see,
reports.
Elizabeth Warren.
And yesterday, Senator Richard Blumenthal sent this letter to Hertz's new CEO, Stephen Scher, demanding Hertz swiftly correct course and ensure that its customers are not ensnared in legal battles.
Hertz, you have an obligation to correct the record, to take action, to remedy this wrong, to provide people some kind of compensation, and to admit that you've done wrong.
All that after seeing CBS News reporting.
The reporting here has been so powerful and important because it has revealed a practice, pattern of wrongdoing that is absolutely staggering.
Yeah, these rental cars are being used by government agencies, whatever, to gang stalk and commit crime. And now these motherfuckers been busted. They were using Hertz cars. So I just can't wait to see how more of this unravels. I honestly think that something's been busted and opened here. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep looking at this story and keep seeing, because something here. Seeing these motherfuckers, they all got these white cars that they've rented, and it looks to me like they're using them in gang stalk. So let me know what you guys think. I would love to know.